Hi there. This is Dr. John Whitcomb talking about sitting for prolonged periods of time and its dangers. In this week's article that we review in our written documentation shows that sitting for 3 hours causes a big problem of endothelial dysfunction in your legs that's not erased by taking fish oil. And fish oil is an anti-inflammatory. Fish oil have the omega-3 fats that are the building blocks for making many of the anti-inflammatory cytokines. Taking fish oil won't erase it. What goes on in your arteries that causes this endothelial dysfunction? Let's take a little review of that. The surface of your cells, your red cells, actually have a negative charge effect, and as they go through your capillaries, they're actually bigger than the capillaries. They have to fold over, but they slide right through because there's a negative charge on both sides, so like a magnet replacing or repelling each other. But we're now beginning to rethink also what happens with our blood vessels. It's not, we thought our heart was a pump, but actually it's shaped in a different way than that. It's actually shaped, it's sort of like the Coriolis effect of water going down a drain. Your blood is actually swirling around your arteries, and the sense of it swirling is defined by, as you look in your heart and the shape of the chambers, it's not actually being pumped, it's swirling through. So one of the unexplained dilemmas is how come if it was actually a pump, you'd expect the aortic arch to expand and stretch as it got pumped blood through it. It doesn't, it shrinks and gets smaller. That's very opposite. That's more like a ram pushing it through and sucking it through than actually pumping. Maybe the pulse effect is not pumping. So you might enjoy the book Cosmic Heart by Dr. Cowan that goes through this in great detail and talks about how the physiology of our heart is actually a very different effect. Meanwhile, sitting destroys all that. It causes endothelial dysfunction. You disrupt all of those functions. You set off all sorts of inflammatory cytokines. Now, what were we designed to do? We as humans, if you look at the most primitive hunter-gatherer tribe on this planet, the Hazda, and put a Fitbit on them, which sounds a little ironic, they walk 29,000 steps a day. Yesterday I did a 5-mile hike and I walked 18,000 steps. I was pretty proud, pretty tired. The day before I worked in the office and sat all day. Walked 1,800 steps the whole day. That's awful. We know what the solution to this is, and the study, another one of the studies quoted this week shows that if you fidget every 4 minutes, that helps. But if you stand, it goes away. Standing erases it completely. We know what we need to do. We need to stop sitting. We need to start standing at standing desks. We need to start walking more. It's the doing it that's hard. We're used to sitting at tables. We're used to sitting at desks. Fish oil won't fix that. Exercise will, standing will, sitting won't. What will work for me? I'm trying to stand a lot more. I'm trying to find ways to create it. But boy, every day, when I'm in a doctor's office, I look across a desk at somebody and we're sitting. Let's try standing some. Figure it out. This is Dr. John Whitcomb, News and Nutrition. Fish oil won't fix the endothelial dysfunction of sitting.